scene. Just kidding, we just got started. My name is Sunny. Again, not a doctor. Recap real quick. Yes, cancer, not doctor. Okay, now we're all up to speed. I'd like to speak just a moment, if I could, on the topic of beauty and cancer and how you wouldn't really think that the two words go together. They don't. They don't at all. Cancer is an ugly son of a bitch. It does ugly things. It's just an ugly word. But in spite of the bastard cancer, there are beautiful moments to be had. I'd like to share a couple, maybe a few. This past week, I was told I was the beautiful version of Ellen DeGeneres. Well, I didn't realize that there was a more beautiful version of Ellen DeGeneres, but this gentleman at the last chemo treatment decided to tell me that I was it, and he made my day. That was a beautiful moment. A hard thing to do while sitting in an infusion chair, side note, but he did it, and I love Ellen, so if you tell me I look anything like her, I don't see it, but I'm flattered all the same. My loving fiance tells me often that I'm beautiful. I think he lies sometimes as well, because I think he means to say beautiful mess, Jason Mraz, but he says it, and that's all that matters, because he wants me to believe it, which is a wonderful thing, and I would be lost without it. And another beautiful moment, last month I was trying on my dress for the wedding, my best friend's wedding, and it was lapis. Lapis, also known as eggplant. Very pretty dress, but I was pale, a little underweight, and put this dress on and looked in the mirror and tried really hard not to cry. And my little boy walked in the room and said, "Mommy, you look beautiful." And at that moment, it really didn't matter what anybody else thought, because I knew what he thought and he meant it. He's 5. He doesn't know how to make things up. Maybe. But that was another beautiful moment. And one of the hardest things that I've dealt with in all of this is the new scars that I have. And I've always been one of those people who say scars tell stories, it's awesome, but up until now I've had a scar from my ACL surgery, which all the cool kids have these days. So, what big story is that? But now I've got quite the story to tell, I think. The first surgery I had, he was able to make my scar horizontal, which you can't see, which I thought was pretty awesome. He made an effort to, not make me look like Frankenstein. Second surgery didn't go that way. I have an up and down vertical, also known as up and down scar on my belly. So we've got a very clear-cut T. I like to call it my booby trap scar, because when I look at it in the mirror, I think of a treasure map. When I think of a treasure map, I think of Goonies, and when I think of Goonies, I think of booby trap in Data, because technically there's nothing left in there. He took it all. There's no treasure. But that's a crazy rant. But the scars, even at this point, are beautiful. They tell a beautiful story, and hopefully after a couple of months we'll find out that the beautiful story has a beautiful ending, and it will have ended for good. But until then, we're just going to call them booby trap scars, and not the beautiful ending. So cancer, again, is ugly. There's more hard, stressful, worrisome things to think about when you think of the word, but to be able to find beauty in such ugly is something that you need to do as much as laughing. And cancer is ugly. Cancer is one of the ugliest things I've ever met in my life, but it's not going to take me down with it. It's not going to make me ugly, and that's all I have to say on that topic. So, alright, exit now.